Here we are again, folks. I'm with Nikola. We're going to do another little tour. So hang on to your hats. It's a beautiful day today. Da ne znajte neko rock'n'roll da vi zapevam. Oh yeah! Se šalim. Znam da pevam, se šalim. Ne sakam mnogo ubo sviriti, alav da vije. Even pozdrav do našite v stranstvo.
A sada sve je tačno, sve je ružno.
Da, ova to ni treba.
Един поздрав до нашите в странство.
Поздрав до сите наши сограѓани.
Македонци.
Во ова тешко време се трудиме било како на кој начин, нарошто со музиката, да донесеме малце поубави моменти, да уживаме, да не се сегираме, да не се нервираме.
Тачно.
Тоа е тоа.
Мислам, ко Македонија немам видено толку луѓе да што свират музика, просечно за 1000 души никаде во цел свет. Кај да се завртиш, македонец свири и пеј. Фала ви луѓе, ке се видиме.
Има една поговорка вика. Србите викаат, у Србија немој да ја играш, вика. Во Босна немој да пееш, а во Македонија немој ни да играш да пееш, вика, затоа што ќе те надиграат. Have you heard that saying? Yeah, that's true.
Нема проблем, технички проблем. Јас сум роди, јас ќе ви направам таму.
Ано. Ајде.
Дај да пари. We're going to go for another little walk up to the park, through the gate, Macedonian gate. Here's another look today, folks. Another beautiful day, and whoa, whoa, milioneri.
Сега му кажам на пријател. Словенски ти ги постави со Кемал. Кемал, Кемал игра, а на Атана Сколара се кажа што може да разказува. И да проба игра.
You can see the mountains in the background. The old Trgovski Center, when I came in 75, it was like the state-of-the-art shopping center. My uncle proudly showed me around. I hope these guys kick off soon because I'm looking forward to their music. Here we go again, folks. Patience. That I found in Macedonia per head of population. I don't think there's another country with so many musicians. So folks, all of you Macedonians in the diaspora, put your hands in your doomed pockets. Help our country.
Цари вече ги.
Да.
Македонци, али роми се цигари.
Вистина ви бе?
Само оне на клавиатурата црно, овие други не можеш да познаеш.
Не, никој пат.
Да.
Ја се овие...
Ги знаат мои колеги некои што играат заедно.
Ова kako se vika ova prednost?
Triumfalna kapija Makedonija.
Makedonija, a?
A ovo je, this is the Arc of Triumph, Macedonija, Makedonija. Piši ova gore.
Da. I ta je od Grujevski.
Da, nebe, Zajev to je napravio, Zajev.
Koji?
Zajev.
Koji je to i Zajev? To je nebeše
šlaknatio što je prodaje Makedonije, što prodaje sve.
Kutra Makedonija su političari ko ne ovo.
Da. Nema ništa od Zajev, ne. Sve je ovo od Domoru do Pamane, od vremena to na Nikola Grujevski. Oni idu na glas.
This has all been fixed with new facades, except for this one, huh? Ova ne beše završena.
Yeah, this wasn't finished at the time of
Right,
Grujevski.
they started.
But since then, almost 6 years, the ruling party now, SDS, is not willing to finish it,
So
it's left like it was
so we're going to the park
before
now,
they
Nick.
got to power.
Nikola, we're going to the park now.
Yes.
And this is the famous Trgovski center, yeah, from
This
the old
is
days.
the city mall.
What?
Gradski Trgovski center called City Mall.
This was from 1970s, yes?
Yeah. This is
Because when I came in 70,
before the fall of the Yugoslavia.
yeah. So when I came in 1975, my uncle, Cice Ace, a partisan, was very proud of showing me around Trgovci center, as they called it. It was the first shopping center,
Right.
correct?
Modern
Yeah.
center.
Yeah. So who's this? Who's this man?
Well, here are some of the founders of the Macedonian Revolutionary Organization.
Pavel Shatev.
Pavel Shatev. Pavel Shatev.
What can you tell me about him?
Well, I'm not so familiar, but
I know that he.
I'm not sure if he's one of the founders of the VMRO, the old one, Liberation. No. Look, Pavel Shatev, he participated in the Macedonian uprising under the Turkish rule in Lidensko Vostani.
That's right.
And he is the first in 1944 at the Macedonian Assembly during the war.
Yep.
On the 2nd of August in Liden, 94, when was founded Macedonian independent country.
Asnom?
First time. Yes, Asnom. Asnom, he delivered the speech in Prokopshinsky, the monastery
Right.
took place,
So
Asnom.
he's the one that delivered
He was-
the independence
right.
speech.
Right. Very famous. But he was lucky, he participated in the Illidan uprising, the First World War, the Second World War,
And
and
in
after
45.
the war, unfortunately, he got very sad history at the end, because he died, in the poverty in Zagreb, I think in Zagreb, yes.
We're leaving the square now, and this is the famous 11th of October road. Is that correct?
Main Street.
11. Oktober, no?
Yeah.
And that's the parliament over there. And here you said is the women's park. Correct?
Yeah.
And we're going to see what are we going to see here?
Okay, first you'll see the statue, the monument in honor of the defenders
Is this it?
of Macedonia during the invasion of Macedonia in 2001 from Kosovo.
Oh, this one here.
Yes, this one is. And here the names are all people who gave their lives for the freedom of Macedonia.
Ovdje se така наречени branitelite, ne?
Yes.
Ovdje se vojува protiv
Protiv komšijite, našite sograđani, Albanci i od Kosovo. Kosovo was protected at that time, you know, under the UN protection and NATO protection.
Yeah.
And they attacked Macedonia. Well, that's already history.
Okay, shall we move on? Should we? We're going to walk up down here, are we? There's Pavel Shatev over there, folks, and my father used to speak about him constantly. A ova je Kuzma Josifovski Pitu.
Yeah. Kuzma Pitu was the organizer and one of the leaders during the liberation war of Macedonian people during the Second World War. And he was killed by the Bulgarian occupators. They killed him and throw his dead body from the window in Skopje prison.
And over here, who is that? Is that Pitu Guli over there? Or?
Yeah, it's Pitu Guli over there.
You can't miss him
Yes.
with his hat.
Oh, he's
And
the
Pitu Guli?
famous Vovoda Pitu Guli.
Mečkin
He was
Kamen.
fighting on Mechi Kamen. And when there was ammunition, out of ammunition, he, with his old comrades, you know, killed himself in order not to
Be captured.
surrender. Yeah.
But here this is going back to 1630 and it's Petar Bogdani.
I don't know this.
Don't know him?
I don't know.
He looks like a scholar. Maybe a monk.
Yeah.
And over there we get
And over there, this is the monument.
the monument to the women.
No, that's a Begalci.
Ah, that's well. We need. Let's.
It was erected in 1988. 1988.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Did you meet any Detsa Begalci growing up here in Skopje?
Oh, of course, they are my friends. We're going to school together. We are dancing together. We are members, you know. And the first gathering was for the 40th years, you know, since 1948,
Yep.
1988. At that time, I was Consul General in Melbourne, and I organized few free airplane, you know, Yugoslav Airlines for the members of Deca Begalci.
How many managed?
Children, refugee children.
How many managed to
And
come?
participate here. It was the first meeting.
How many managed to come? How many?
I think more than 1,000, 1,500.
Really?
1,500, you know.
So there were a few planes,
Yes.
and that's Pituguli. Let's go see Pituguli again. And we've got a pretty good view. A pretty good view now of
Ovo je Goruša, tu krša, šutari. Gledaš, gore imaš i čuješ i sve, ostane samo ovo. I pozadi ima isto, natpis jedno drugo. Dvorec
We're here in front of Nevena Georgievska
Dunja.
Dunja, born
Partizanina.
1925, yeah? That's a monument to her. She was a partisan.
And was killed, died, 42, in the village of Papratice, that's in the central part of Macedonia.
Killed by our brothers, the so-called brothers, the Bulgarians.
There are many women who participated in the Macedonian liberation fight, you know, during the Second World War.
And even later in Ege, there were also.
Even in the Ege part of Macedonia, there are many.
Can we move over here? Because this is a pretty impressive statue, isn't it? So Pituguli was 38 years old when he died,
Yeah.
fighting for Macedonia. I'm gonna have to get a picture from some other angle. unmistakable man in the revolutionary struggle. So Nikola, what does it say here?
It says, if there is no liberty or freedom, there is death. These are the words of famous Vojvoda Pituguli.
And Sloboda ili smrt was
Sloboda ili smrt was the
slogan.
slogan of the
VMRO.
Imperial Liberation Organization of Macedonia. Bulgaria takve se, any rights.
Okay.
Kaže, dobro.
No, odlično. Се овде кој ќе стигнеме, јас ќе почнам и ќе речам, ако бевме Бугари, ако бевме Грци, оти не се бореа цела Македонија да земат под нив, оти се задоволија со еден дел.
Па види,
Океј?
они имале договор пред тоа, кој што да земе. Бугарите рачунале пола Вардарска Македонија, ама они после би се бореле со Грција према Турција, навиш, а од тоа време Грците се зафатиле, Срби се зафатиле, а Србија и Грција секогаш се пријатели, разбираш?
Ja.
Од кога Грција слободна
Океј.
821, они секогаш се работат. Па Милошевиќ што рече? Моја јужен сосед ми е Грција.
Добро. Сега јас кој ќе прашам, почни ти со тоа. Грција и Србија секогаш биле пријатели.
Yes.
Океј, ама овде за да си за сонцето да е
Чекај само да видам.
Кои се тие? Тие се
36-те основачи на ВМРО.
Океј, перфект. Океј. Јас ќе те прашам сега, вака ќе ти речам. Сите велат оти сме, што велат?
Научари сум ли без научари човек, како
Со научарите оти за сонцето. You be squinting like this otherwise. И јас ќе кажам, сите велевме оти сме еден од нив, а никој не сакаше да се бори за цела купна да земат, заошто така и ти ќе речиш Грците и ове и кажи едно нешчеце. Тоа е доказ дека не сме ниту Грци, ниту Бугари.
Да.
Океј? И се не чуеме овде. И ќе ми кажеш кои се тие, океј?
Добро.
Ready? Готов си? Што направив сега? Fuck it. Nikola, what amuses me is they all say we are Greeks, Serbs or Bulgarians, but none of them were prepared to continue the struggle to take all of Macedonia. They were all satisfied, except for Bulgaria, they were satisfied with their bit. What can you add to this?
Oh well, they have before the Balkan Wars. They have these three neighbor countries. They have a secret agreement, contract between themselves, and they already on the table, on the map, they divided Macedonia, who will take which part. But after the first war, Balkan War, Bulgarians weren't satisfied because when the Serbs had a fight only in Kumanovska bitka with the Turks. The Greeks were from the south, in Egejska Macedonia fighting the Turks, and the Bulgarians were the last who were fighting the Turks, to Istanbul, to small Asia, And when they finished, already the Serbs and Greeks have occupied, not the territories that they have agreed upon, before the war, but afterwards. And so Bulgaria is unsatisfied with this. They provoked the Second Balkan War, but they lost because Greeks and Serbs were fighting together against the Bulgarians. And they lost. That's why the Bulgarians got only 10% of the territory, of the whole territory of Macedonia.
So Greeks and Serbs, they've always been little friends, little buddies.
Yes. They have even now, they are old friends. Before the wars, the Balkan Wars, and in the middle centuries, they always,
Nikola, we're standing in front of a statue of 6 people. Who are those people?
Well, this is the statue in remembrance in honor of the founders of the so-called Internal Macedonian Revolutionary Organization, or in Macedonia, Natreška Makedonska Revolutionary Organizacija, which was founded in 1893 in Solun, Thessaloniki, as they call the Greeks.
And who are they?
Oh, well.
Should we go over and have a look?
Between, one of them is Dame Grujen, who was next to Goce Delcev. Goce
Right.
Delcev was not one the founder, but
Right.
later on he became the leader, the most popular,
Yes.
person in the liberation movement. Well, they all, educated people, who are studying, abroad
Yes.
on the west of Europe, even before they some of them. One of them is.
So it was formed in 1893, and there's the dagger, the Bible, and the gun.
Yes. This is the Bible, the gun, ikama, a knife.
The knife. So from here, from this one, we're going to walk over to the partisans. And that's Pavel Shatev giving the speech that you spoke about.
Yes.
This is, where was this?
This was in 1944 in the monastery of Prokopchinsky. That's north of Kumanovo from here, and this was the first anti-fascist assembly of Macedonia taken place in Prokopchinsky when the roots was founded the new Macedonia. And
Yep.
It was the free country, as free country as equal constituency of the Federation of Yugoslavia.
So that's the name, Asnomas, and that's the
Asnom, yeah.
the monastery.
That's the monastery.
Now, I want to ask you a very controversial question.
Yeah.
Why are people trying to eradicate these people from our history, calling them communists and all that rubbish? Why are they doing that? Why are they against these people who fought to create our nation?
Well, I don't understand your question. I don't know who is against them.
Well, in the diaspora, the people who think that these people were not communists.
Oh
And
my God.
that these people-
I got your point. I
Yeah?
got your point.
So-
Because it was abroad. It was the propaganda of the West countries, who are against Yugoslavia because the communists only, how to say, small, very few people who are, they were leaders.
The leaders.
They started, organized the liberation movement. And
Yep.
the members of the coalition,
Yep.
anti-Hitler coalition.
Yep.
America, Soviet Union, England. so they're not the main 99%, of the fighters, partisans were
Normal people.
common people, peasants, workers.
Yep.
My brother, my cousin, my brother, my uncle's son, the
Yep.
oldest one, was partisan. If you get time, I'll tell you how he joined the partisans.
Yep.
And
But-
his brother,
but the
his brother was mobilized by the Bulgarian fascist occupier, and so they were fighting one against another.
But
This
the
is
li-
the
the orga-
tragedy Macedonian.
But the leadership in the organization were the Communist Party or Socialist Party.
The Communist Party, socialist and communist. Well, thanks to President Tito, the Communist Party of Macedonia was organized, founded during the war.
Yep.
During the war,
Yep.
and there are not many, at the time.
Nikola, Pavel Shatev is giving that famous speech, but there's a lady there. There is actually a woman there. Who
Yeah.
is she?
She's Vera Aceva, Narodni heroj, sister of the Narodni heroj Mircea Acev, who was also killed by the Bulgarians. And
On the end?
right at the end, the first behind standing is the first president of the independent Macedonia, Mr. Kiro Grigorov.
Nikola, across the road is the National Assembly of Macedonia, and we see a man on a horse there. Who is that man?
I'm lucky. I'm having his name. He's the famous first president of the Khrushchevska Republika, the Republic of Khrushchev in 1903. It's Nikola Karev.
A legendary figure.
Legendary figure because the Khrushchevska Republika was the first republic on the Balkans, and they have a manifest and organized a government. Unfortunately, didn't last long. Because, well.
Is it true? Is it true they proclaimed a socialist republic?
Yes. If you see the constitution of the Republic of Khrushchev, is very socialist and very modern, liberal. They recognize all the minorities, all the minorities who are fighting with the Macedonians.
Unlike our neighbours, who erased every minority, tried to destroy every language, and are still trying to destroy us.
Yeah, they are doing this continuously, since the Second War. Even now, our neighbor Bulgarians, who actually got the language from Macedonia,
and the script.
Saint Clement and Methodists, were the first, Macedonians who spread, the language between the Slavs and so on. Okay, Bulgarians now say that everything they see is Bulgarian. My God.